What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 31st day of July, and here we are sitting at about $3.13. 3 days, 22 hours left in the week here. 22 hours left in the day and in the month of July. It is the 31st, the very last day here. Looking like we're probably not going to go too much lower. It is possible. I do want to say it is possible that we could go back below $3, but I'm not necessarily anticipating that right now. Looking at the 1 hour, and I want to get into it right now. Let's just get into the 1 hour time frame. Looking at it here, you know, I feel pretty confident that that was your low. What we saw yesterday, right? That price right there at $3. We went right there to $3, and that was the expectation that we had, you know, going back over here. I forget when, but it might have even been over here, over here, over here. I forget when it was, but we didn't really expect that we'd go below $3. If we did go below $3, again, the expectation would be that we hold this as support. So if we are to go lower, it's not a problem. It's okay. But finding support right here where we found support before, right where this closing area of support was as well, it very much makes sense that that was the low. And I bet if we look at XRP USD on something with some volume, let's see, let's get into maybe a Binance chart, just because it has more history too. Coinbase deleted XRP and then brought it back, so we're forsaking the Coinbase chart. I mean, that was a lot of volume. That was a lot of buy volume there, you guys, right? We look back, let's do this real quick, right? On Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world. Last time you had volume of a similar magnitude, that was your low. The time before that, that was your low, right? Right? The time before that, that was a relative low that you moved up. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't go lower, but it's a compelling case, right? I mean, even technically, I think you even do have a higher low here. It was technically just a little bit higher. Low, higher low, slightly higher low, more of like a double bottom there, but bullish, very bullish. No matter how you slice it, definitely looks bullish. Looking at the MACD here, crossing below the zero, coming back up. I mean, it looks like you want to cross above the zero on the 1 hour. Might have a bullish finish to Thursday and even Friday as well. Could be good. That's nice. Bullish finish to the month, having a little bit of an end of month rally. That'd be nice to see going into August. You know, the 1 hour is not the all-telling instrument of truth as far as price action goes, but the MACD does look nice. The stochastics look nice, and hell, man, even the RSI looks nice. The RSI here, you've got a double bottom at the RSI right here. You've got this little like U in the middle, double bottom, and you also have higher lows with higher highs. Not bad. Not bad. You're not in the point where you should see some explosive, crazy price action, but you could be working your way up there, working your way up to that area. Right, once you get this to cross above the zero, this is overbought and that's overbought. Magic should start to happen. 4 hour time frame here, and I think that could happen. It could happen by the end of today, but I would think maybe tomorrow and the next day. Do remember, you guys, that the 2nd of August, we do have Coinbase shutting down for maintenance. So you won't be able to buy or sell or trade or deposit, withdraw money from Coinbase on that day. Just for 4 hours from 7 o'clock Pacific time, which is the 15th hour UTC, 1500 UTC. $3.13 now. 1 hour, 47 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. I mean, I like the look, man. The look is perfect. It really is. It's a nice look here. With that, you could come down still. You could consolidate in this area. Maybe, again, maybe today's not the day. Maybe even tomorrow's not the day, but soon enough, you will be moving up higher. Once you get above this point here, really the only point you should be focusing on, you see the cat paw. You see the cat paw. Look at the happy cat. He's just such a happy boy. He's a good boy. He's camera shy. He's not so camera shy, though, because he's the only one that comes up. The only point you should be focusing on besides the cat's paw is, that's also a tool, by the way, cat's paw. Shout out to anybody who uses cat's paws. $3.33, that's the area that you should be focusing on, because once you get above there, you will be ripping and running probably all the way up to new all-time highs, right? With these W patterns, typically, once you get above the nipple there, that central point, the focal point, once you get above that, typically you see this leg of the W extend past where the W began. So that was my cat sneezing. That's Mufasa, if you guys don't know. Mufasa. Mufasa has the white spot. Rafiki does not, if you ever get them confused. They look alike because they're brothers. But high to low. They're the best, man. They don't fight. I've seen them fight like one time. Literally one time. They're like 5 years old. One time. They do not fight. They play so much. They love each other, man. They are the best. Their best decision I ever made was getting both of them, keeping them together, because they are just best buddies. Man, if you have a pet, and I get it, man, that this world is expensive, life is expensive, not everything's easy, but damn, you should probably have multiple pets if you have, like, never just one pet, unless you have enough time to give that pet a lot of attention and care and be their buddy, because they need a buddy, man. They need a buddy. These guys, yeah, they're best friends. They literally, I don't know what they do without each other. Anyways, $3.13 right now, looking like you want to move up higher. That's the point to focus on. $3.33 right there. From a high to a low, the expectation would be, again, with this W, that you probably see price go above where the W started. So the next target area would be 388 to 417. I might have gotten the time frame wrong on this. I very much expected that, especially with how XRP moves, man. I expected that by the end of July we would have been well above $4, but we took a pause. It's not a curse. I know for the hungry, eager bulls out there, especially for the people that FOMO at the top, it feels like a curse, but believe me, lower prices, an opportunity to buy more to back up the truck before it really gets going, that's a blessing. It's a blessing, right? And I'm sure the smart money, what do I mean by smart money? I mean people with a lot of money, right? People with, like, if you ask them what $100 million meant to them, they'd be like, that's a fart in the wind, right? I'm talking about the smart institutional money, billions of dollars, right? These guys are taking this opportunity to buy. This is a last call, all aboard moment, and man, this thing's going to fly whenever it does rip, which could be any day now. I mean, it could start today. I think that it'll be from the 2nd of August and onward, we should be moving up higher. I am expecting some volatility on the 2nd of August, but time will tell. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame here, let's go back to the daily time frame real quick, because we haven't looked at the indicators yet. I mean, you're right at the 50, perfect area to bounce. You could go lower and it's still fine. Right at the stochastics are bouncing right off the oversold zone. I think you're going to, because look at, you've done this before, bouncing right off the oversold zone like this. I think you're going to. The MACD is the only thing that's bearish, but overall it's bullish, so I don't really care. Right? You've got a deep, imagine this, you've got a deep drive in the bearish, in the histogram on the bearish note. You're building bearish momentum like you haven't seen the likes since February, okay? That is a lot of bearish momentum that you've built, relatively speaking, and you haven't seen anything even close to this since February or even earlier than that. And this is what you got, a higher low. In fact, the highest low that you've ever had in your history, right? Dramatically less of a move than any of these other drawbacks. That's bullish. The bears are trying harder and getting lesser results. That's bullish, you guys. You're clearly in a position of strength. So even the MACD looking bearish, it's actually bullish, right? You hear what I'm saying? It's a very bullish thing. I want to compare. It's not comparable to this. I wouldn't compare it to that. It's even more bullish than what this was, right? And even from here, from a low to a high, you moved up another 70%. We're going up a lot higher than just 70%, man. $3.12 right now. The expectation is and has been that we're going to see prices all the way up at about $13.50 to $16, something in that range there. If we take last cycle's high to the bear market low, you know, you've got the 200 1886 area right at $10 to $12. You got the 2272 at the $20 range. That's not where it is. Man, we don't have enough history. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're probably not going to respect those fibs. I mean, we probably do at various points, but I wouldn't expect that we respect them going forward, like as far as where our high is going to be right now. I think we will respect this fib because this, and you know, just looking at it, this is the high to low of the overall consolidation range, which we've freshly broken out of this cycle. This multi-cycle consolidation range, the high to low here, I think this fib is very significant. And the price is even saying it is, right? We found resistance at the golden ratio. We found support at the 382. We found support at the 786. We found resistance at the 100 line, right? We've been showing respect on it even here 2 cycles later, 2 bull cycles. We've been through 2 bear cycles, and now 2 bull cycles later, we're still showing significance on this. I think we'll continue to do that, and we'll probably go to 356 or higher. Typically, with the 1414, you do go just above there, right? 837 would be a truly pessimistic, bearish minimum target, minimalistic target that you could have in mind, but I don't even think that we're going to stop there, guys. I think we're moving all the way up to 1356, $15. And I would expect that it happens between now and the middle point of September. July wasn't the month that we were looking for. It didn't move up, so we're going to take our targets. They're the same targets that they've been. We're just pushing the time frame back. I hope that's not a problem. You've had more time to buy more, right? That's it. Imagine that we're up here. Or I don't know, maybe there's some of you who remember what it's like to be up here. I'm sure a lot of you who bought through here, when the price was up here, you were like, damn, I wish I had more time to buy more, right? Well, this is that moment. You didn't get that moment here. You just ripped right through the roof. You didn't get this moment there. We've got that moment. Take it for what it is. It's an opportunity to buy. It's definitely not an opportunity to sell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want. It's your money. Use it or lose it, whatever you want to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. XRP to the freaking moon. Bye-bye.